Hey everyone, so graphing seems to be the hot topic for us right now. And graphing tends to give us a little more anxiety when we see a fraction or a negative sign, and it shouldn't. So a fraction like we have here with the 1/3 is really helpful because that's in our slope position. And a fraction for slope makes it really easy to graph that line. Now, a negative sign can be a bit overwhelming, but if you remember what a positive slope and a negative slope look like on a graph, you have a quick visual check to make sure that you graphed correctly. So our first example, y equals 1/3 x, we have a positive slope of 1/3. So our final line should slope upward or be like this. Where the second example, y equals negative 1/3 x, we have a negative slope, negative 1/3. So our line should slope downward or look like this. Now, when you graph, the first thing you always graph is your y-intercept. And your y-intercept, when you're in y equals format, is that constant that's added to the end. Well, both examples, there's nothing added, so that means our intercept is the origin. And that's true for both of them. Now we look at our slope. So concentrating on the first example, our slope is 1/3. Remember, the top number is your rise and the bottom number is your run. So the rise tells you how many units to move up or down, and the run tells you how many units to move left or right. Since they're both positive, we're going to move up and right. So a rise of 1 means starting from our intercept, our origin here, we need to move up 1 unit, that's our rise, and our run is 3, so we go 3 units to the right, and that gives us our second point. And we can do this again to get a third point. So up 1 and to the right 3. Remember, when you have 3 points, it gives you an easier line to draw. And we have a straight line. So notice that it follows our slope that we thought it should be, a positive slope. It's in the correct direction. So now look at the second example of negative 1/3 x. There, our slope is negative 1/3. If we associate the negative with the 1 on top, then our rise is negative 1 and our run is a positive 3. So from our origin, which is our y-intercept for this question, we would go down 1 because of the negative 1 rise, and we would move to the right 3. And we'll do that again from this point, down 1 and right 3. And now that we have 3 dots, we connect those. Well, I cannot draw a straight line, and we have our line. And again, the slope of this line follows what we thought it should be, a negative slope. It should slope downward.